Despite the terrible weather, there was a capacity crowd of 57,000 in the HSH Nordbank Arena in Hamburg for the classic of any Bundesliga season, the North German derby. This, the 91st time these two sides have met in the league. And after over 40 years, it's still neck and neck. 30 wins for Hamburg, 28 for Bremen, 32 draws. Hamburg in the white shirts, going very close in the opening seconds. Marcel Janssen in great form recently. Corner after 9 minutes. And almost with a free header, it's Joris Matthijssen, Dutch international, who scores his first goal of the season to put Hamburg 1-0 in front. Hamburg, after a dismal spell, back to great form last week, winning 4-0 in Nuremberg. But where was that famous Bremen defence once again? Aogo with the cross, Matthijssen with the header. No chance at all for Tim Wiese, and a very pensive Thomas Schaaf, the Bremen coach, has just signed a new contract, staying with the club for yet another 2 years. Midway through the first half, Marcel Janssen absolutely furious with the touch judge on the far side, Carsten Kardach, who has to handle his job with the snow, the incessant snow, blowing in his face. A lot of offside decisions given, but I think despite Bruno Labbadière's querying look, most of them were correct. 27 minutes gone, free kick for Bremen, the long legs of Naldo cracking the ball against the crossbar. A lucky let-off for Hamburg, but very little seen of that famous Bremen goal-scoring machine. The conditions absolutely terrible. Under soil heating, yes, but of course that doesn't stop the snow from falling. 1 minute later, down the right goes Demel. The ball slung into the middle, and Elia just can't get something on it. An expensive buy, the young Dutchman, but he has been a worthwhile investment so far. Now, just past the half hour, and a controversial scene. Marine, a small guy, goes down easily. Boateng, the foul is correctly given by the referee, but is he right to send off Boateng? A tough decision. The big question is, would Marine have had a goal-scoring opportunity? Goes down there, the ball shoots off to the right, but Florian Meyer, the referee, known to be a very lenient referee, talks to players before showing the card, but there he had no doubt. Hamburg down to 10 men after just over half an hour. But it was Hamburg who scored the next goal, incredibly down to 10 men, and it's Marcel Janssen. His third goal of the season. The fans got absolutely wild. But let's look in slow motion at Tim Wiese, the goalkeeper. Way off his line. Naldo perhaps would have covered. That's all conjecture. The fact is the ball was slipped through right into the path of Marcel Janssen, who scores yet again. Back to full fitness and in great form. 41 minutes gone, and with Bremen's best chance of the first half, somehow Prödl, the Austrian international, with a clear header, can't find the target from 2 paces out. A wonderful opportunity gone begging. Just on half-time, Hamburg once more. The ball scooped off the line. The fans thought at first that it was behind the line. Not so. Good save by Wiese. Hamburg that close to going 3 goals up. Nobody could get anything on it. And Paulo Guerrero, injured, looks on impassively. Into the second half. Hamburg, obviously, with their tails up despite being down to 10 men. Bremen, well, for them it was a bit of an off-colour day. Any neutral watching the game would have wondered if either side had lost a player. Hamburg just as good as Bremen. Petric always a danger. Hamburg, without Petric, really half as effective. Good shot, fine save from Wiese. 57 minutes gone. Away comes Aogo. Marine complaining that he was brought down, but he does go down very easily, the young German international. Petric, the Croatian star with such immaculate skill, almost ties the Bremen defence in knots, and once again it is Wiese who saves Bremen's blushes. Thomas Schaar perhaps feeling his side weren't going to get anything out of this one. The ball somehow again failing to hit the target, this time from Aaron Hunt. No luck going Bremen's way, but then they did not do a great deal to make it happen. Hamburg playing with so much spirit. This time the flag stays down. Petric inside to Janssen, and for some reason known only to him, he tries to take it with his left foot. A right foot effort would perhaps have been more productive. In slow motion, great ball, Petric, and a bad miss from Marcel Janssen. 11 minutes from the end. Bremen tried as hard as they could, but what they had to offer was not enough. Maybe a push in the back, maybe a dive. The referee allowed play to continue. Tim Wiese protests. Once again in slow motion, it did look a little suspicious from Denis Aogo. 6 minutes from time. Bremen realizing that if they could get one goal, maybe Hamburg would start to feel nervous. That one whacked against the crossbar. The second time that the aluminium saved Hamburg. Fabulous run, great shot, and believe it or not, then just a minute later, Bremen stretching Hamburg, and incredibly, Marine shot also hitting the crossbar. 3 times for Bremen, but Lady Luck was not smiling on them, and indeed, such was Hamburg's performance. It would have been injustice had Bremen got a goal earlier than they did in the 91st minute. It was Naldo, his 4th of the season, but it was no more than a consolation goal. Hamburg, playing for almost an hour with 10 men, were equally as good as Bremen, and they deserved all 3 points. A great game, despite the conditions. It ended Hamburg 2, Bremen 1.